I stand before you not to flatter, not to comfort, but to sharpen. Sharpen your mind, sharpen your will, sharpen the weapon you carry every day but never see. That weapon is not in your hand, not in your bank account, not in your family name. It is inside you. It is the focus you hold on yourself. It is the cold, disciplined gaze you turn inward when the world demands you scatter your attention outward. Look around you. Everyone is being trained to look everywhere except at themselves. They are trained to stare at the lives of others, to envy, to gossip, to compare, to be distracted. They are told it is virtuous to lose themselves in the noise. And what does that leave them with? Weakness, dependence, an identity built from scraps of other people's opinions. They are like an army that has thrown down its weapons and now kneels to any invader. But you are here because something in you resists. Something in you suspects that real power is not in winning arguments with others, not in endless approval, but in the quiet dominion you gain over your own mind. That dominion begins with self-focus, not the soft, indulgent self-focus of comfort and affirmation. No, the cold, strategic self-focus that asks, what am I? What am I doing? What do I want? What am I willing to do for it? When you practice this discipline, you begin to see how much of your life has been given away to the illusions of others. You see how your thoughts are colonized by their expectations, your time stolen by their urgencies. And in that moment of seeing, you begin to gather your power back. One decision at a time, one refusal at a time, one silent observation at a time. Let me tell you the truth. Power is not gained by accident. Power is not handed to you by a friend. Power is built by the person who can stand alone without flinching. The person who can say no to 100 little distractions, 1,000 little demands, and still walk forward. That is why self-focus is a weapon, because it allows you to cut through the fog that blinds everyone else. Pause for a moment. Breathe. Feel how much of your energy leaks out when you are worried about what they think, when you are chasing their approval, when you are reacting to their moves. Now imagine what would happen if you took that energy back. Imagine it concentrated, cold, calm, in your hands. Do you see it? That is what the world fears most. A person who cannot be pulled off course by noise. A person whose center is not for sale. People will call you selfish. They will call you cold. They will say you have changed, and they will be right. Because to claim your mind, you must betray their expectations. To build yourself, you must sometimes withdraw from their applause. This is not cruelty. This is necessity. A general does not ask permission from the enemy to fortify his camp. You do not ask permission from the world to build your mental fortress. Some of you are afraid of this solitude. You think focus means isolation, and isolation means weakness. But listen to me. Solitude chosen with purpose is not weakness. It is training. It is sharpening. It is standing in the forge until the metal is ready. When you emerge, you will not be brittle. You will be a blade. And the world will feel it. Every great mind, every decisive actor, every person who bent history to their will began by bending their own impulses. They began by turning the searchlight inward. They ask, where is my time going? Where is my attention flowing? What desires are mine? And what desires were planted in me by others? Only then did they step into the arena. Only then did they speak with authority. Right now, in this room, you can feel two voices inside you. One says, yes, I want this. I want to stand like that. The other says, no, it is too hard, too cold, too lonely. That second voice is not you. It is the echo of the crowd. It is the soft chain that keeps you in place. You must learn to hear it, name it, and cut it off. That cut is the first stroke of your weapon. This is why I call self-focus a weapon, because it wounds the illusions that keep you obedient. It cuts away the excuses you have been feeding on. It carves a path where there was only a maze, and once you wield it, no one can force you back into the maze. They can threaten, they can bribe, they can flatter, but your mind will remain yours. And when your mind is yours, your time is yours. Your energy is yours, your identity is yours. From that place, you can build alliances. You can build influence. You can step into rooms and bend outcomes. But if you go into those rooms already scattered, already dependent on their approval, you are only a pawn, even if you have the title of a king. So tonight I am not asking you to be gentle with yourself. I am asking you to be exact, to be disciplined, to be ruthless with distractions, to ask yourself every hour, is this mine, or is this someone else's hook in my flesh? Every time you cut a hook, you regain movement. Every time you regain movement, you regain power. This is the beginning. This is how you stop being a reflection and start being a source. This is how you stop dancing to their tune and start composing your own. Do not mistake this for theory. This is not a philosophy to be admired on the page and then left behind. This is an operating manual for your mind, a battlefield map for your daily life. You wake up each morning and there is a war for your attention. Notifications, obligations, guilt, demands, temptations, they line up at the edge of your consciousness like an army ready to invade. If you do nothing, they march in and occupy you. They tell you what to care about, what to feel, what to do. By nightfall you have been conquered, and you call it a normal day. But when you rise with self-focus as your weapon, the field looks different. You wake up already aware that the first battle is to secure your own ground. Before the first demand enters, you set your own intentions. Before the first opinion lands, you remember your own principles. You do not let your life be a public square where anyone may come and shout. You keep it like a fortress, gates closed, guard on the walls, watchful, alert. This does not mean you cut yourself off from the world. It means you meet the world on your terms. You choose when to open the gates. You decide which voices come in. You respond, you do not react. This is not arrogance. This is sovereignty. A king who cannot control his court is no king. A mind that cannot control its focus is no mind. Understand this: every time you give away your focus, you are training yourself to be weaker. Every time you reclaim it, you are training yourself to be stronger. Strength is not built in a single dramatic act. It is built in 1,000 small refusals, 1,000 small moments where you hold your ground. The world worships spectacle, but real power grows quietly, in discipline unseen. You may wonder, how do I begin? How do I cultivate this weapon? You begin with honesty, brutal honesty. Not with the world, but with yourself. Ask yourself without flattery, where am I losing my focus? Who or what has been allowed to colonize my mind? Which habits make me soft? Which distractions make me weak? Write them. Face them. Do not excuse them. Name them and cut them off. Then practice solitude. Not the bitter solitude of resentment, but the chosen solitude of training. Spend time each day with your own thoughts. At first it will feel uncomfortable. You will reach for your devices, for your distractions. Stay there. Endure it. This is how you begin to hear your own voice again. This is how you separate your real desires from implanted ones. In that silence you will see the battlefield clearly. Next, you must choose a direction. Focus without direction is only intensity. Focus with direction becomes power. Decide what you truly want. Not what you were told to want, not what looks good to others, but what matters to you. It may take weeks or months to know. It does not matter. Keep searching until you feel it. Then begin to align your focus with that aim. Every day ask, does this action move me closer or farther from my aim? If it moves you closer, do it with your full force. If it moves you farther, cut it away. People will try to pull you off this path. They will sense that you are no longer easy to manipulate, no longer eager to please. Some will call you distant. Others will try to provoke you, shame you, guilt you back into compliance. Do not argue. Do not justify. Do not explain. Smile and continue. Silence is a weapon. Consistency is a weapon. Time will reveal who is disciplined and who is not. Remember, you are not aiming to be admired. You are aiming to be formidable. Admiration fades. Formidability endures. A person who is admired today can be mocked tomorrow. A person who is formidable is respected even in silence, even by enemies. That respect is not granted. It is taken by the way you carry yourself, by the way you guard your mind. As your focus grows, you will notice a change. The noise of the world will still be there, but it will not penetrate you. You will move through crowds without losing yourself. You will listen to opinions without being swayed. You will face setbacks without collapsing. This is not magic. This is training. You are becoming a weapon. You are becoming a person who can decide, act, and persist regardless of distraction. Do not confuse this with cruelty. Self-focus does not mean trampling others. It means building yourself so that you are not easily trampled. It means being able to help, negotiate, lead, or fight from a position of strength rather than weakness. When you are scattered, even your kindness is weak. When you are centered, even your opposition is strong. This is the cold rule I am giving you tonight. Master yourself first. Master your focus. Master your impulses. Master your time. Do not wait for the world to become fair. Do not wait for others to understand. Do not wait for permission. Begin now with what you control: your attention. Guard it as you would guard your life, because in a sense it is your life. Take a moment now. Think of one place where your focus leaks every day. One habit, one relationship, one distraction. Decide now to close that leak. Not tomorrow, not when it is convenient, now. That is how you start. That is how you reclaim the ground. That is how you build the weapon. Every time you close a leak, you feel a small surge of strength. It is not dramatic, it is not glamorous, but it is real. That strength accumulates. Over weeks and months, it hardens you, clarifies you, steadies you. You begin to walk differently, speak differently. People notice without understanding why. They sense something in you, a gravity, a steadiness that they cannot shake or manipulate. That is the silent power of self-focus. But let me warn you, this power will test you. The first test is boredom. Without the constant stimulation of others' noise, your mind will fidget. It will try to drag you back to distraction. This is the withdrawal of an addict. Endure it. In boredom, new depths appear. The second test is doubt. You will ask yourself, am I being too hard? Am I missing out? This is the voice of the crowd in your own head. Answer it with your actions. Continue. The third test is temptation. As your focus builds, small opportunities, old habits, and seductive distractions will come dressed as rewards. They are not rewards. They are traps to break your momentum. Recognize them. Pass them by. These tests are not punishments. They are confirmations. Each one you pass proves you are no longer a pawn. Each one you pass forges you. When metal is forged, it is heated and hammered. So too with the mind. Do not resent the hammer. It is making you into something the soft will never be. And here is another truth: when you live like this, your emotions will change. You will feel less of the frantic envy that plagues others. You will stop measuring yourself by their pace. You will develop a cold patience. A lion does not envy the speed of the gazelle. He waits, he watches, he moves when it serves him. This patience is lethal. Combined with focus, it makes you unstoppable. While others chase every impulse, you wait for the moment, then strike with precision. Some of you fear that this will make you hard, unfeeling, isolated. In reality, it makes you more capable of true connection. Because you are no longer clinging to others for identity, you can meet them as equals. You can give without hidden need, negotiate without hidden weakness. Your friendships become cleaner. Your partnerships become stronger. You do not confuse attachment with dependence. You are free. This freedom also brings clarity about your goals. When the fog of distraction lifts, many of your old ambitions will look foolish. They were not yours to begin with. They were planted in you by culture, by peers, by marketing, by fear. You will discard them without regret. In their place you will find fewer aims but deeper ones. These you will pursue with a relentless calm. The world will call you obsessed. You will call it discipline. The results will speak. Pause and imagine this version of yourself, not an abstract hero, but you, walking through the same streets, facing the same people, but no longer reacting, no longer leaking. Imagine the quiet power of someone who has chosen their own direction, who guards their own time, who builds rather than drifts. This is not a fantasy. It is a skill, and like all skills, it is learned by practice. Start small. Begin each morning by claiming the first minutes for yourself. No messages, no scrolling, no noise. Just you, your thoughts, your plans. Write down what matters today. Decide your first move before the world decides it for you. This small ritual is a declaration of sovereignty. It tells your mind, I am the one who sets the course. Over time, these small rituals become habits. These habits become character. This character becomes power. Be ready for resistance. As you pull your focus back, some will accuse you of arrogance. Others will test your boundaries. Stay calm. Your job is not to convert them. Your job is to train yourself. When you need to speak, speak with precision. When you need to act, act with force. When you need to wait, wait without apology. This steadiness is rare. It is feared. It is respected. Understand also that self-focus is not a single state you reach and hold forever. It is a discipline you renew daily. Some days you will slip. Some days you will be pulled back into noise. Do not despair. Notice it, cut it off, return. Each return strengthens the habit. Each return sharpens the blade. In time, the slips will be shorter, the returns quicker. The discipline will become your nature. And when it is your nature, your mind becomes a fortress. Not a brittle fortress of pride, but a living fortress of clarity. From that clarity you can plan, decide, lead, create. You can step into chaos without becoming chaotic. You can face opposition without losing composure. You can stand alone without feeling lost. This is mental power. This is what self-focus builds. Think of the alternative. Think of the countless lives spent reacting, scrolling, comparing, complaining. Think of the years leaked away into the noise of others. Think of the opportunities lost because attention was too scattered to act. That is the fate you escape by wielding this weapon. That is the weakness you leave behind. So I ask you now, will you choose the soft comfort of distraction or the hard training of focus? Will you remain an open field for others to march across, or will you build your fortress? The choice is here now in this room. No one will make it for you. No one can. Take another moment. Picture yourself a year from now if you start today. Picture the clarity, the steadiness, the quiet confidence. Picture how differently you would walk, speak, act. That future is built not by luck but by choice. The choice to focus on yourself, to guard your mind, to train your attention like a blade. Make that choice. As your focus hardens, the world around you begins to reveal its true nature. You start to see how many people live not by their own compass, but by the tides of opinion. You see how quickly crowds form and dissolve, how easily praise turns to ridicule, how fickle alliances can be. This vision does not make you cynical, it makes you realistic, and realism is a shield. When you see the world as it is, you are no longer surprised when it behaves as it does. You stop wasting energy on shock and outrage. You keep your energy for action. This is one of the greatest advantages of self-focus. You stop chasing illusions. You stop trying to be loved by everyone, understood by everyone, celebrated by everyone. You stop confusing noise for substance. In its place, you cultivate a cold clarity about what matters. That clarity makes your moves deliberate. It makes your words weighted. It makes your presence felt even in silence. When you reach this stage, a strange thing happens. The very people who once tried to pull you back into distraction will now look to you for direction. They will sense the steadiness you carry. They will come to you for counsel, for leadership, for partnership. Some will come sincerely, others will come to attach themselves to your strength. Here, too, your focus is your weapon, because you can see motives more clearly when you are not desperate for approval. You can choose allies without neediness. You can set boundaries without guilt. This is why I call self-focus the coldest rule for mental power. It is not warm, it is not comforting, it is not designed to make you liked. It is designed to make you free. Freedom is cold because it means standing alone. It means refusing soft chains, even when they are lined with velvet. It means doing the hard thing first, the disciplined thing first, the honest thing first. Most people cannot bear that. But if you can, you will stand apart. You will possess a mental independence rare in any age. Understand also that with this freedom comes responsibility. You cannot hide behind excuses once you have seized your focus. You cannot blame the crowd once you have stepped out of it. Your victories will be yours, but so will your failures. This is the price of sovereignty. Pay it gladly, because even in failure you will stand on your own ground. Even in loss you will keep your mind intact. No defeat is total if you have not surrendered your focus. How do you carry this discipline into daily life? By ritual, by habit, by deliberate practice. Wake with intention. Choose your first thoughts. Decide your priorities before you check the world. Guard the hours when you are most alert. Schedule time to think, time to plan, time to be alone. Say no quickly and clearly to anything that does not serve your aim. End your days by reviewing what you did and what you allowed in. Small, cold, consistent actions. These are not glamorous. They are powerful. At first, people will not understand. They will call you obsessive. They will call you distant. They will try to lure you back into their chaos. Smile, continue. Do not debate them. Do not defend yourself. Let your results speak. Let your steadiness speak. In time, they will either respect you or remove themselves. Both outcomes serve you. As your focus deepens, you will feel time differently. Hours will stretch because they are yours. Days will feel full because they are aligned. You will accomplish more with less strain. You will need fewer words to make an impact. This is not mysticism, it is conservation of energy. When you stop leaking attention, you gain force. When you gain force, you move through obstacles more cleanly. Obstacles do not vanish, you become stronger than them. Pause now and reflect. How much of your life have you lived in reaction rather than decision? How many of your choices were made to avoid discomfort rather than to build strength? How often have you been distracted from your own path by the noise of others? This reflection is not to shame you, it is to wake you. The past cannot be changed, but the present can. Begin now. Take one habit, one boundary, one piece of your time and reclaim it. Today, not tomorrow. Today. There is another benefit to this discipline. It sharpens your perception of opportunity. When your mind is scattered, opportunities pass unseen. When your mind is focused, you see openings where others see nothing. You move first, you act decisively. Others call it luck. It is not luck, it is preparation meeting clarity. This is the kind of power that does not shout but shapes outcomes. And finally, know this self-focus is not a destination. It is a way of moving through life. You will refine it, lose it, regain it, deepen it. Each time you return, you come back stronger. Each time you practice, you cut away another layer of weakness. Over time it becomes your natural state. The noise of the world will still be there, but it will wash off you like rain off stone. You will carry your own weather. You will walk into any room with your center intact. This is the cold rule. This is the weapon. Guard your focus, build your focus, wield your focus. Everything else flows from that. You have now heard the rule, you have seen its outline, but a rule only becomes real when it is lived. This is the last and hardest part, to live it every day until it shapes you. Most will nod when they hear a rule like this. They will even repeat it to others, but they will not live it. They will go home and open their gates wide again. They will let the army of distractions march back in and call it life. Do not be one of them. Be the rare one who acts. In the beginning you will feel friction. Old habits will pull at you, old impulses will whisper, old friends will question you. This is the price of transformation. You cannot keep every comfort and become formidable. You cannot hold on to every weakness and build strength. The person you are becoming cannot fit in the shell of the person you have been. Accept the friction. Welcome it. It is the sign you are moving. When the doubt comes, remember this: you are not cutting yourself off from life. You are cutting yourself off from noise. You are not becoming cold. You are becoming clear. You are not rejecting connection. You are rejecting dependence. These distinctions matter. The world blurs them to keep you weak. You must keep them sharp to stay strong. And remember also, self-focus is not selfishness. It is preparation. A blade is forged alone, but it is forged to be used. By building your mind, by holding your focus, you make yourself more capable of shaping events, of helping others from a place of real power, of creating things that last. Weakness disguised as generosity helps no one. Strength built through focus helps many. You will find that as your focus deepens, you need fewer words. You do not explain every decision. You do not justify every boundary. You do not advertise every plan. You move in silence until it is time to move with force. This is not secrecy for its own sake. It is strategy. Noise dissipates power. Silence concentrates it. Some of you are waiting for the perfect time to begin. You tell yourselves you will start when the job changes, when the relationship ends, when the conditions are right. That time will never come. Conditions are rarely right. Start where you are, with what you have now. Guard 1 hour, guard 1 habit, guard 1 decision, build from there. Small beginnings, relentless practice, eventual transformation. Each day you live this way, your perception of yourself changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as an actor, a strategist, a builder. This shift is subtle but immense. It alters the way you carry yourself, the way others respond to you, the way opportunities arise. You stop waiting for rescue. You stop waiting for permission. You begin to move. This movement is not frantic. It is deliberate. It is measured. It is aligned. It has weight. People will feel it. They will either rise to meet you or fall away. Do not chase them. Do not slow down. Do not dilute your focus to keep everyone comfortable. Let them go or let them grow. Both serve you. There will be moments of loneliness. Do not run from them. Sit with them. Loneliness is the empty space left when distraction dies. It is the quiet before clarity. On the other side of it is a deeper confidence, a deeper calm, a deeper connection to life. You will not always be alone. You will simply stop being lost in the crowd. From that place you can form alliances that are stronger because they are chosen, not clung to. Eventually, you will notice a new feeling, a quiet certainty. It is not arrogance. It is not ego. It is the settled knowledge that you are steering your own mind, that your time is yours, your energy is yours, your direction is yours. This certainty cannot be faked, and it cannot be given. It is earned, built, forged. It radiates without noise. It makes even your stillness feel powerful. At this point, you will not need to remind yourself every moment to focus. It will be your default. Distraction will feel foreign. Wasting time will feel uncomfortable. Your old patterns will no longer fit. You will have built a new normal, a normal of clarity, of discipline, of sovereignty. From this normal you can pursue any aim with force and patience. From this normal you can stand in any storm without losing your center. This is the end game of the rule. Not a single victory, not a single achievement, but a state of being. A state where your mind is a fortress, your focus is a blade, your life is aligned. From here you can build, fight, lead, create. From here you can be generous without being weak, decisive without being reckless, calm without being passive. From here you are free. So I say again, one last time as you sit here with me, self-focus is a weapon. It is the coldest rule for mental power. It cuts through noise, it cuts through illusion, it cuts through weakness. Wield it, guard it, practice it, live it. Do not just admire it, do not just repeat it, become it. And when you leave this room tonight, remember, no one will hand you your focus. No one will guard it for you. No one will fight this battle on your behalf. It is yours alone. But once you win it, no one can take it. Once you build it, no one can break it. Once you wield it, you will see the world differently and move through it with a power most people will never know. This is your choice. This is your moment. This is your weapon. Take it. Walk out of here and begin. Guard your mind, guard your time, guard your focus. Build your strength, build your clarity, build your freedom. The world will still be loud tomorrow, but you will be quieter, steadier, sharper. You will carry within you something they cannot touch. And that is mental power. That is the cold rule made flesh.